Hello, in this video we learn to view the dataset that is imported into Stata memory and do simple editing. So once we have written a do file, we need not repeat the commands again and again. Just open do file by click open and selecting the do format and open the do file and run the command one by one. And run the import command. This will load the data into Stata's memory. So this file path, this can be copied by opening the folder and by clicking here and by copying this folder path. So once we have imported the data set into Stata's memory, we can view the data set by using simple commands. For example, the browse command. If we run the browse command, it will browse the data set that is imported into Stata's memory. If we use browse in command, browse in 1 to 10, it will browse the first 10 observations only. So if we run this command, only the first 10 observations are shown. Similarly, if we attach a variable name after the browse command, only one variable will appear in the browse window. So if we write the name of two variables and run the command, the two variable values are shown in the browse window. So we can use the list command to see the variables and data, and list commands shows the observations in the result window, not in a different window. So if we run this command, the variable values are shown in the result window. This command list if year is 2000, list if year is greater than 2010, this shows only those observations for 2011 upwards. So if we run this command, only the observations of 2011, 2012, 13, 14 are shown. So this command list real GDP CPI in 1 to 10. This command lists the observations of real GDP and CPI only, and the first observation in 1 to 10 implies only the first 10 observations of these two variables are listed. So if we run this command, only the values, first 10 values of the two variables are shown in the result window. So this describe command describes the data set as a whole in general. If we run this command, it lists the variable name, storage type, display format, variable level, variable value level, etc. So the renaming variable command is used if we want to rename the variable name. So for example, this command renames the variable CPI as CPI Nepal. The second command renames RGDP as real GDP. So if we run this command, the CPI variable name is converted into CPI Nepal. So run this. Here the variable CPI is converted into CPI Nepal. Again, if we run this command, the variable real RGDP is converted into real GDP. So if we want to attach the variable label with a variable, the command is label variable. So label variable is a Stata command, then variable name and the name that you want to attach with this variable. The variable label appears after the list variable here, which is supposed to give the full names of the variable so that we can understand what the variable is about in an easy way. So if we run this command, as a full name appears here. Consumer Price Index of Nepal, base year 2006. So the label variable commands attaches a label with the variable. So the drop command drops the variable from the dataset. It deletes the variable from the dataset. Drop CPI Nepal drops this variable. So if we run this command, CPI Nepal disappears. So this command drops the observation because no name of the variable has been written here. Drop if year equals to 2005 deletes the observation of year 2005 from each of the variable. So if we run this command and look at our data set, the observations of 2005 have been deleted. So drop if year is greater than 2010 command drops all the values of the variable for which the year is 2011 and onwards. So if we run this command, our data set is reduced up to 2010 only. The next command is list if year is greater than 2008. It lists the observation for only those years for which the year is greater than 2008. So if we run this command, only the values from 2009 will appear. In our case, 2009 and 10 are the only years for which the data exists and for which the time is greater than 2008. So drop real GDP and population command drops the two variables from our data set. If we run this, both of the variables disappear from here. And if we want to edit the values of a variable, the command is edit. Edit import command opens a new window in which we can edit the values of the variable import. So if we run this, a new window will appear and we can edit the values of the variable. For example, we happen to know that this must be 11,000. So we can write 11,000 here and just save this and close this. Now the value of the import variable has been changed. So now save the do file. If you haven't saved, and watch the next video for further issues related to editing.